Hey guys, good morning. It's Jessica Likewise. I am here bringing you support as you're homeschooling your kids while they're off indefinitely. So if you're like many of the parents who watch my videos, you probably didn't know that this was all about to go down. And you probably didn't run over to Lakeshore or whatever local learning store is by you and stock up on all the stuff in the world to help your kids. That's okay. What I'm doing today is I'm going through my cabinet. Now, I live alone. 33, have a dog, I live alone, no kids. So I'm gonna be showing you things you can do if you literally have nothing at all to work with while you're home with your kids. So today I'm gonna show you 3 fine motor activities that you can do with your children while they're home. So I'm gonna show you things to work specifically on hand skills. So the first thing is pretty simple. Almost everybody in their house has containers, something like rice or beans, anything your child can't choke on will work. And a spoon. This actually happens to me from a camping kit I have. All right, if you want to work on fine motor skills, you can literally just have your child transfer. I'm gonna see if I can hold these both with a spoon from one container to the next. Kids tend to actually really like this. They tend to enjoy it. And it's a really, really great practice. It works on hand-eye coordination. It works on holding a spoon properly. This is a really, really great skill for young learners, especially with autism, something they struggle with. If your kid can't be themselves, I always tell parents, actually practice this way first. Kids tend to think it's more fun. If you want to get fancy, if you have food dye, you can happen to put some food dye in there, make it fun. Even like putting some small toys, if your child has small toys, if they don't choke on them in there, to make it more fun for kids. That's something a lot of kids really enjoy. I actually do that with kids all the time. So a second thing that you can do is with a coffee band. Now, I didn't actually cut up this coffee container because I still have coffee in here. If you're like me and you still have coffee in your coffee container, if you want to try this activity, it might be worth just putting it in a plastic bag. But that's really to work on just literally make a slit in here and then have kids just push coins into the slot. That actually takes a lot of focus for kids. So a lot of times kids with autism, they have trouble with integrating visual input and then being able to like take all the sensory information going on and respond appropriately. This is really good for coordination. It's a really, really good skill for them to have. So that's another thing you can do. The third thing you can do is lacing. Now, the best way to do that is literally just, you have a hole puncher, you have shoelace, and just, oops, sorry about that, any pieces of paper. And then you would just literally put a hole punch in the shoelace, pick that up. I'll punch a hole in this card here so you can see it. And then just have them lace it through. You can even do multiple hole punches in the card. And then you can work on even like lacing designs into things. So that is an alternative way of doing this. Now you may be saying, well, I don't have anything kind of cardstock and I don't have a shoelace. I'm gonna show a super kind of ghetto, but way that actually will also work. This is literally just a Post-it note. I cut a little hole in it from a scissor. Now I'm assuming that you have nothing in your house to do these activities with, and I'm showing you how they can still be done. This is literally the handle of a black plastic bag I bought when I bought my last glass of wine before I was not allowed to leave my house and they were closed. Right here, you can literally just lace the Post-it through the plastic bag handle. So that, again, it's not as fancy looking, but it doesn't matter, it'll still work for your child. You know, as a parent, you're probably lost and you're probably frustrated and you're wondering what you're gonna do. I'm gonna show you today with various examples and various different videos for targeting different types of activities that no matter what you have in your house, you can still teach your child. Again, I live alone. I have nothing in my house in terms, I mean, I actually do have stuff, right? I have a whole big supply of educational stuff because I do teach kids, but I am going through my personal items, assuming you have none of that stuff in your house, and you probably have more than I do. You probably have more than you think. But how to make this work with literally nothing. So I really hope that this video gave you some ideas on how you can help your child while they're home. If you have questions about what you're doing with your child, let's say your teacher asked you to work on teaching functions of objects and you don't really understand what that means, email me or go onto my website, hopeeducationservices.com. From there, email me and I will answer a question for you. I want you to know I've got your back. You're not in this alone. We're in this together and we're going to make this work. So I look forward to seeing you on the next video and look forward to getting your questions.